Hello, guys, and welcome to the Queen Toaster Show. I'm your host, Goddess Toaster. Guys, you know why we are here tonight. You saw him on the screen. Okay, can we bring him back? Thank you, producers. Yeah, Darius Crook. Oh, yeah, he's definitely been in the news, but just give us 1 second, and we'll be right back. All right, guys. So, yes, we are back and we are live. We are live. Thank you all for coming out to the Queen Toaster Show. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. Shout out to our mods. Our head mod, Sonya Mavia, is definitely in the building. Listen, keep it nice and keep it tight, or you will be put in your place, okay? And we also have our mod, our sweet mod, Jessie Cat. She's not in here yet, but she will be in here with a graceful presence, okay? So listen, guys, we have Darius Cook, and I was getting his name wrong for a while. I was saying Crook, but no, it's Darius Cooks. And so Mr. Darius has made his way into court. And so we are about to get into some things we're about to investigate. And so now, if you guys would just bear with me, I'm going to bring a video up. And I want you guys to give me your opinions, your thoughts, and I really want your reaction. To be honest, I really want your reaction. Yes, please hit the like and share and subscribe button. And make sure when you are doing that, make sure you hit the notification bell and set it to all so you can catch us anytime that we go live when we are not scheduled. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the mess. Let's get into this mess for our message. Okay.
Is he Darius Cooks or Darius Crooks?
He has some crazy people following him that are willing to do crazy things.
The chef and social media influencer has been accused of serving up scams for years, and if you call him out publicly, he allegedly retaliates by sharing your personal information. Cooks is now answering our questions in a Shade Room exclusive. I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates. Darius Williams operates his million-dollar enterprise under the name Darius Cooks. Many of us know him as the funny, relatable chef who frequently pops up on live to connect with his fans. He sells cookware, he sells cookbooks, he hosts dinner parties that he says sometimes can net over $1 million in sales.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, just keep in mind who we are talking about. We're talking about Darius Cooks. Darius Cooks Williams. He is based in Atlanta, Georgia, and this is what we got.
Sales in just hours. But behind it all is a growing number of people who have beef with Williams. They say that his F rating on the Better Business Bureau is an indicator that his brands have been built off of lies, deceit, and doxing. So what exactly is doxing?
We got her kids on there as well, kids information. I put it on my Instagram.
It's when you share someone's personal or private information on the internet, typically with malicious intent. It's not illegal by law, but dozens of people like Angela Davis have come forward saying they've been doxed by Williams. Davis is a chef influencer herself and didn't think much when she made a Twitter comment several years ago.
There was a viral lasagna video of his that was circulating on Twitter. It was going viral in a negative way this time. And I commented, much like everybody else. And I didn't really think much of it. But later that night, there was another tweet that apparently we were both linked in the same tweet. And it was sent to him and he replied to that.
She says the two went back and forth, Angela writing, quote, "I'd appreciate not being tagged with him. Thank you." Darius replies, quote, "Your work is dope. I wish I knew what makes you so angry," sending love and positive vibes. Later that day, Davis says Darius screenshotted their conversation to his followers, writing, quote, "Yo, I mean, the hate continues. I'm done posting about this, but come on, we got to do better, people."
Anytime he doesn't like anybody talking about him, talking about his food, critiquing him in any way, he retaliates by turning that person to his audience for the purposes of his audience, harassing them. We were harassed by his audience for the rest of that.
Okay, so when we talking about harassing, all right, there we go. Jessica is definitely up in the building. Shout out to Jessica. Welcome, honey. That's our second mom. She's a nice one. Okay. But listen, guys, hold on. Let me come out. Okay, guys, welcome back. So listen, I know a few people. I know a few people here on YouTube. They sit up and they dox, and folks think this stuff is a game. They think it's funny, but it's not going to be funny when you get something at your door. Okay, Sean Davy Wade does that. Getting into the doxing and cussing women out, and I'm just the behavior, men just cussing women out and just being so degrading and just so disrespectful. Yes, I said it. We're going to continue. We're going to continue.
That week.
A woman named Danielle Holland tells us it happened to her back in February 2022.
Found pictures of me and posted them all on his Twitter, and told me that he has my social security number and that he has a background check on me.
I have Angela's background check. I have Sunny Anderson's background check, and Danielle Holland background check.
She says Williams found her Twitter handle and tweeted that he has her social security number, saying, quote, "I'm telling you, I have it. Screenshot that." Williams then shared this to his followers, pictures of Danielle Holland with her children's faces. It says, quote, "Y'all do me a favor and tell Danielle Holland we said hello. Hashtag Darius Crooks."
That's the issue that you have with me. My underage children don't have anything to do with that.
When confronted by Roland Martin on Twitter, Williams continued and wrote, quote, "F them kids." The Shade Room sat down exclusively with Darius Williams, who told us that this was all built up from months of harassment from Danielle Holland herself. It's someone he says that he's never met and has never done business with.
These are not private. These are things that she had already posted. These are things that are already on the internet. I posted it, and my caption simply was, "Y'all say hey to Danielle Holland." Once I did that, she went back, she deleted tweets, she put her profile on private. And then it was, "Oh my God, I can't believe what he's doing to me. He's doxing me."
I was on my Twitter, and as far as names, I mean, calling you a scammer, if that's what you want to, qualify as calling you names, yes, I'm calling you a scammer, a liar, a predator, a doxer. Yes, I did call him those things.
We wanted to know how he's able to get this personal information, especially background checks and social security numbers.
I have a wide network of people who follow me. I have been forwarded documents from pretty much all of the people who don't like me and making all this noise. What I choose to do with that determines whether or not it's legal or not. But if I have the information, I have it. So I do actually have the background checks of some of the people. I didn't run them myself. People that work for like T-Mobile, or they work for like, AT&T. And I'm like, y'all calm down. They're like, no, we can get them. I said I had it. I'm not lying about the fact that I have it. I didn't run it myself. I don't even have her personal information to run.
And so you have a business, and as a responsible business owner, do you feel like it's appropriate to address maybe potential customers, or address the masses that you have specific sensitive information and you are willing to blast it? Do you think that's irresponsible as a business owner?
Well, first, I have it. I never said I would blast it. That's not in my character. I wouldn't do that. I have way too many followers. I'm way too experienced and polished. The business piece of it, you got to understand twofold. One, I'm a business owner, but two, I'm also an influencer. So you have to throw that inside. I have 144,000 customers. I have all their personal, I have their names, I have their CVV, I have their credit card, I have their zip code, I have their billing, I have all of it, right? Not once have you heard of any breach of that private information. Not once have you heard any scandal regarding that.
But Williams is no stranger to scandal. In 2019, he was sued by the state of Georgia for operating an illegal credit repair business called Above 701 Incorporated. Attorney General Chris Carr claiming that Williams, quote, requested and accepted payment from consumers before services were provided and made misleading claims that the company could get bankruptcies and debts permanently deleted from credit reports.
It wasn't run properly. It was actually illegal.
So I didn't know, to be quite honest, when I started it, I didn't know that you couldn't do credit repair in the state of Georgia. They said to make it all go away, pay $140,000. I wrote a check. It was over.
More fallout after 3 of his restaurants abruptly closed in February 2020. Soul Crab Atlanta, Soul Crab Chicago, and Greens and Gravy in Atlanta.
You know, if I could be
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So just keep in mind, this is a Black business owner, is doing very fine. He's got money. And this is, in my opinion, this is when fame and money gets to your head. But we'll go ahead and continue. I just have to stop the video here and there just to give some commentary, okay?
be honest, it just got to a point where mentally it just became way too much.
Lavelle Baker says that he was friends with Williams for over a decade and saw what was happening behind the scenes. They dated for 2 of those years. He says that Williams' shady business ventures dates back about 15 years.
Vaguely remember conversation about him, wanting to be a millionaire, but I didn't know that it was sinister.
He claims that Williams created several businesses back then, like a food truck, a cupcake store, and a food delivery business called Fresh Go. He says all of them tanked after a number of customers came forward claiming that Williams would take people's money but not fulfill orders. Lavelle says that he was a partner in the food truck business before it went south.
Uptown Pies, does that ring a bell? The Cupcake Gallery, Fresh Go, the Lunch Machine. There were several businesses that you have had over the years that have foiled. Now you have one of your business partners, Lavelle, at one point, saying that they were all a scam behind the scenes.
This got to be about 15 years ago. So Lavelle has been holding on for this for 15 years. And I find it very ironic that now that he's becoming this gossip blogger on YouTube, that now this story and my name has to come up in order for him to get clicks and views and likes.
This is not the first time Williams has been called out for scamming customers. Celebrities and influencers have also joined the conversation. Celebrity chef Sunny Anderson gave Williams his start on her Food Network show back in 2010, but in a tweet back in March 2022, Anderson implied that Williams tried to get her to invest in one of his companies. She said, quote, "Hey, Darius, stop trying to divert attention by saying I was jealous of you. The emails don't lie. You tried to get me to invest in one of your scams, and I tried to support, but my attorney reviewed your paperwork, and that was a no."
Darius, hold on before you start. When my supporters come over there and support you, trust and believe they mean it from their heart. And for you not to send them their merchandise, she been asking you. I got all the receipts, Darius.
Social media influencer Andrew Caldwell on live blasting Williams on behalf of his fans who claim that they were not receiving kitchenware that they ordered on his website.
What's the person's
I'm
name?
not finna block her because you're known for putting out people information.
I mean, you have these people saying that you are not a good business person, and they're all singing the same tune.
Sunny and I, we haven't spoken in at least 10, 11, 12 years. Andrew Caldwell is a whole different ball game. We were cool a month ago. Now all of a sudden he's beefing with me. I have no idea what that's about.
People need to understand there's like real life implications for some of these bad business deals that have gone wrong. I have a platform and I have a loud mouth, and that's why I decided to keep talking about it.
Davis also claims that Darius Williams stole some of her cookbook recipes in the past, will just remix them to make it seem like they're his. It's something that the Williams has denied. Now, we do want to point out, too, that Darius Williams has never been criminally charged and sentenced to jail for many of these allegations. But if you do feel like you've been scammed by one or more of his businesses, you're urged to reach out to your state attorney general's office or the U.S. Security and Exchange Commission. For TSR Investigates, I'm Justin Carter.
All right, so we want to thank him for that live report, child. Yes, this man has been going and going and going and going. But guess what? Get it while they're getting is good. So guess what? If y'all want to, please go ahead and like this the video. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all are subscribing. If you would like, we do have a Cash App. We do have PayPal. We do have Zelle. If you want to support this independent content creator, you are not forced to. It's just only a suggestion, not a command. Give us 1 second so we can remind you of what to do.
Hello, and thank you for coming by Keeping Up with Queen Tulsa. I am your host, Queen Tulsa. Enjoy the show. I'm so excited you are here. Please like and subscribe.
The Better Business Bureau of Metro Atlanta has issued a warning about doing business with a celebrity online chef. All right, team already investigated Darius Williams, who uses the name Darius Cooks, for his business ventures based in Georgia.
Well, Fox 5 I-Team reporter Randy Travis returns with more on the story for us. Randy?
Yeah, Russ and Courtney, the BBB says more than 70 consumers have complained that they paid Williams for cookbooks, cookware, or special dining events, yet didn't get the product or a refund. The warning comes as Williams found himself in a courtroom this week facing one of his more vocal critics.
The history, the trail that follows Mr. Williams is rife with lies, with fraud, with harassment, with bullying.
The hearing in Cobb County Superior Court was supposed to decide whether Darius Williams should be granted a permanent restraining order against a woman he claims harassed him. Instead, the online chef faced allegations he's the one who routinely harasses his customers and critics online, a practice sometimes called doxing or trolling.
Trolling is making fun of someone or picking on someone.
And Williams.
Okay, y'all, let's go ahead and hit those likes. Let's go ahead and hit those likes. Let's go ahead and sound off, give your opinion. We see you in here, you in the clouds. It's okay. Give us that like. Let's talk about it. Are you a victim? If you are a victim, we definitely want to hear your story. Make sure you hit me up on Instagram at Goddess Tulsa so we can hear you out.
Certainly does that. Unusual for someone who claims to run a legitimate business. Williams posts multiple times a day to what he says are millions of followers. He also sells cookbooks and cookware through his website, charging fans to attend his Dining with Darius cooking events at short-term rental houses around the country. But some customers complain the celebrity chef never sent their product, but kept their money. His own reverse version of Dine and Dash.
For many food lovers, that would be bad enough. But when those customers try to get a refund, they say Williams never responded. And when they went on his social media pages to complain, Williams would block them or make public their personal information and encourage his faithful followers to fire back.
For one critic, Williams posted pictures of her young children. Another, Melanie Ford of Atlanta, says she was bombarded with hate-filled texts, calls, and comments from Darius Cook's fanatics.
That person that called.
So just for you guys that are just tuning in, this live is about doxing. I know that we've all seen it here on YouTube. Is getting out of hand and is going to court. So shout out to the gangster rapper Cardi B for initiating people to take people into court. So shout out to Cardi B for that. I feel like nobody should get doxxed. I feel like kids are off limits, and what this gentleman did was way over and beyond disrespectful, disgrace, and a poor disservice to the those entrepreneurs out there that are in that cooking field and that are trying to make a difference. You get what I'm saying? So we'll go ahead and listen. But this is a lady that he previously doxed. This is a lady that he previously doxed. And people be thinking, oh, there's no repercussions. You keep doing it and you're going to find out sooner than later. Just like we have Sean Davy Way on here. We have Trees on here. They be doing that mess. Carry on that mess. Carry on these lives. Like Nosy Ho. She done it in the past. And yeah, I'm going to bring up old people. And if it offends you, then it just offends you. But I gotta speak my truth. You know, they dox Monica on here at All About the Tea. I mean, it's just a lot. It's just way too much. I feel like people have way too much time on their hands to be sitting up making phone calls or having somebody call someone's job. What if that person has a family? How are they going to feed their family if that job takes those accusations serious and then they fired? So now you didn't took money out of somebody's kid's mouth because of your anger and frustrations with them. I feel like that's a low blow, and that's a quick way out. Why not face your demons? Why don't you go to therapy and stop using the internet as a therapy mechanism? That's my truth. Thank you so much for thank you, because sometimes you might say some people might feel away, but you know what? Thank you. I need to say it. Somebody needs to hear it. I feel like this is wrong on all levels. Let's go ahead and continue with the video, and I'm gonna take me a sip of water.
Me and threatening me and my parents. She didn't know us, but she did it solely based off of her weird kind of attachment to this man.
He wants to get clicks. He loves attention. This group of women that follow him love the drama, and so does he.
That reminds me of Sean Davy Way. Women give him information, he's gonna push it. And this is what I don't understand is we say, let's stand together. Let's do this. Let's come together here on these YouTube streets. Let's be a family. But y'all the same ones sitting up entertaining this nonsense. Y'all the same ones entertaining black on black crime. Y'all the same ones perpetuating this rhetoric that they are spewing that blacks aren't worthy. Blacks are just the scum of the earth. Because as soon as they crack a joke about them, and it's sad and disgusting, you got your popcorn, you got your water, and you got your laughs on standby. It's sad. It's disgusting.
Rika Blackman lives in Minot, North Dakota. She got the first cookbook she ordered, but when the second one never showed up, she complained to the Better Business Bureau.
He told me that the post office hadn't sent out the package yet. But when I called the post office, they told me that they hadn't received the package yet. All he did was print out a shipping label.
She said she discovered others on Williams' social media pages with similar complaints, so she added her comments.
And when I did that, he blocked me on social media.
He blocked you?
He did.
What'd you make of that?
I was very upset, especially since you already have my funds.
The BBB said Williams has not responded to any of the 70 complaints filed against him. Sharika said it finally took disputing the charge with her bank to get Williams to deliver that second cookbook, months after she complained to the BBB.
Even with all of the evidence that is surrounding him, that numerous people are experiencing the same thing, there are still people that are defending him and still upholding him in his trash behavior.
That's why his company has an F rating and a new BBB warning advising consumers to use caution when doing business with Darius Cooks.
He is now in reasonable fear for his safety that this woman is following him.
Back at the hearing, Williams' attorney urged the court to issue that permanent restraining order against Melanie Ford. She was seen near Williams while he was getting his hair cut the last time he came to town. A T-shirt was left on his car.
I had to have my, My depression and anxiety medication increased after this incident happened.
Ford didn't get
And anxiety. And anxiety, but you just then took my hard-earned money that I just invested into your company, and I wanted the product, but then what you do, you dined and dashed, you got that cash app, and then you said no. That's all you wanted was the money. Yes, I do. Queen Tulsa's got something to say tonight. Some things to say tonight. Yes, I do. That's why I got 50 out of 100 usernames. I just do not understand how people have not earned that when you are in the media's eye, anything you do will come out quick. Absolutely. It's sad, it's disgusting, but let's follow up, and then I'm going to drop the link so you guys can come up, sound off, and give yours thoughts and opinions. But yes, I'm still on his anxiety. And anxiety, you got money, you got that money in your hand, and you ran.
get a chance to testify before the hearing got extended to another day. The judge said he'd
His safety that this woman is following him.
Back at the hearing, Williams' attorney urged the court to issue that permanent restraining order against Melanie's Ford. She was seen near Williams while he was getting his hair cut the last time he came to town. A T-shirt was left on his car.
I had to have my depression and anxiety medication increased after this incident happened.
Ford didn't get a chance to testify before the hearing got extended to another day. The judge said he'd rule after that. Meantime, that chef special, trolling, appears to still be on the menu.
And so you're saying you do not troll people online?
Not without reason.
Well, I reached out to Williams to see whether he had any comment on the BBB warning about his company. He wrote me back and said, Randy, respectfully, I don't care. So
Wow.
there you go.
Despite all of the stuff going on surrounding him, it seems like he's still maintaining a popular online following.
Oh, yeah. Talking about this, it's just more content for him. And, you know, the doxing is terrible. We talked about that in an earlier story. But the basic mission of a business is to deliver products to people who give you money for those products. And if you can't do that, and you don't want to respond to complaints from some of your customers who say, I didn't get the product, you're going to have more problems down the road, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Well, you don't know what's going on inside somebody's mind, but he doesn't seem particularly anxious in those videos where he's calling on people to.
Yeah. He said he was in fear for his life, but the evidence didn't seem to indicate that.
All right.
All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the link so you guys can come up, sound off, and give your opinions. Let's try to keep it on topic, as we are going to only have a 45-minute show, unless you guys want to really, really, really engage. But I just dropped the link for you guys. I want you guys to come up. Are you a victim? Do you know a victim? You know? Do you want your case to be heard and tried? You know, hit us up right on Instagram. And guys, make sure you are following my backup page, Keeping Up with Queen Goddess. Make sure you guys are here. Let me see. Make sure you guys are following that page. Okay. Make sure you are following this page. Here, I'm going to bring it up so you guys can see. Make sure you guys are following the backup page. And actually on the backup page, we are going to be doing some wonderful, 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 wonderful things over here. We only have 14 subscribers right now, but it will grow. And we do have patience. However, you know, it's more of a classy look. It's Keeping Up with Queen Tulsa Goddess. I think I'm just going to make it Keeping Up with Queen Goddess and let that be that. But I also wanted to share another thing with you all. Okay, when he said sinister, I wanted to bring this up. and read it because this really stood out to me because of the Lavelle, the business partner, said that it was very sinister, like that noise. Okay. If you don't know what sinister means, it's giving the impression that something harmful or evil is happening or will happen. So giving the impression that something harmful or evil is happening or will happen. Wow. So he was very sinister. Wow. That is interesting. Do anybody want to come up and sound off? Give your thoughts, give your opinions on this. Have you been doxxed? Do you know of someone that has been doxxed? Do you participate in doxing? How do you think doxing is affecting those people that are victims of the doxing? Have you ever contributed to doxing? These are some questions. We have 14 people in the building. Let's go ahead and hit that like button. Let's go ahead and hit that like button, please. Go ahead and hit that link and come on up, sound off, give your opinions. Because listen, we're here to hear them. Okay? We've got 14 people watching. Hello? 13. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Sound off, give your opinions. Do you know who Darius Crooks is? I mean, Cooks. Has he ever got you for your money? And let's get on over here to doxing, just in case somebody says, "Oh, I don't know what doxing is." Let's see. Somebody says, "Oh, I don't know what doxing is." Okay, well, baby, we about to help you. Dox. Search for and publish private. Okay, get that? Search for and publish private or identifying information about a particular individual on the internet, typically with malicious intent. Okay, so this is what dox is. Hit that link, come on up, give me your experience. Hello, Miss Debbie Lowe. Hello, Jessie Cat. Hello, Sonia. Hello, Nicole. Yes, get on in here and sound off. Hit that link. They hacked my daughter's job website. Well, Miss Debbie Lowe, can you please hit that link? That link in the chat. Hit that StreamYard link and come on up. I definitely want to hear from you. I definitely want to hear from you. My grandson is a current victim. Pieces and SWAT have been sent to my house in the past 2 weeks. Oh my God. Come up here. Get up here. Yes. Oh my God. I'm so sorry to hear that, Debbie. Hey, Jess. They hacked my daughter's job website. The same people. Hi. Hi, together we break chains. Yes, we're here talking about doxing. Yeah, we're talking about doxing, and it's very popular here on YouTube. I know we have a lot of people that indulges in that doxing. I know what swatting is. So swatting is you're pretty much calling the give me 1 second. Let me remind you guys, y'all, come on, hit that Cash App, hit that Zelle, hit something, baby. We is over here working. We are over here working.
Hello, and thank you for coming by, Keeping Up with Queen Tulsa. I am your host, Queen Tulsa. Enjoy the show. I'm so excited you are here. Please like and subscribe.
Okay, so you wanted to know what was swatting. Okay, so swatting is calling the police, the authorities, and pretty much saying, oh, such and such has firearms. This person is saying that they are going to commit a crime, and then they amp it up, just amp it up, amp it up. They're about to go crazy. They done barricaded themselves in a room. This person is, not all the way there in the head. They boost it up. That's just like somebody calling and making a falsified report on you, saying that you did something to them and you didn't. So it's pretty much calling the 911 emergency services and giving them a story that somebody is going ham. Yeah. And then they come with their guns drawn. They come. I've never clicked the link. Do I need a microphone? Yes. So when you click the link, Miss Debbie, you'll click yes to your mic and you'll say yes to your camera. And once you get in, then you can turn your camera off. So give me 1 second. Just so I'm clear, I'm going to go out and come right back in. Okay, Debbie, what you'll need to do is you'll need to connect your device. So when you click on the link, make sure you allow or accept whatever they're asking. Okay. All right. It's still saying you need to connect your devices. So click out. So get out of there and then go back in. And when it asks you, just say yes, you want to allow it. Yes, I know I heard about it. Yes, and together we were talking about Darius Cooks. This is a popular chef in Atlanta that has taken advantage of his customers. They bought products and he decided to run off with their money. And when they decided to complain, he decided to dox them. Yeah, he decided to dox them. And it was very disrespectful on so many levels. Okay. So give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and pull up some content right quick. Just so we can look at and get a deeper inside look of what we are talking about. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up. There is a link in the chat. Go ahead and definitely hit it. Come up, let's talk, let's engage. Let's see. Tell her, make sure her microphone is connected. Okay, make sure Miss Debbie, make sure your microphone is connected, my love. Yes, I saw that as well. It's sad. My daughter just come home. I'm going to let her do it for me. Okay, periods. Come on, daughter, get on in here and help mama with this. But as we're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up this video, and I want you all to take a look at it, and I want you guys to know the importance of doxing. And actually, I'm gonna do a workshop or a webinar on doxing, what you can do, how to navigate, and the precautions to take. So if you guys would be interested in that, definitely let me know. Let me know that you will be here for it and we can get it going. But we're going to go ahead and do this exercise. What is doxing? How to protect yourself.
Information of users is called doxing. In some ways, it is productive, though mostly it is used by harassers and blackmailers. In this video, you will know what doxing is and how to avoid it. We will also discuss if doxing illegal and why people use it. So before we start, press the like button and subscribe to our channel. Revealing private information of users is called doxing. In some ways, it is productive, though mostly it is used by harassers and blackmailers. In this video, you will know what doxing is and how to avoid it. We will also discuss if doxing illegal and why people use it. So before we start, press the like button and subscribe to our channel. What is doxing? Doxing is a short form of dropping dox, which is when a person drops the documents about its rival. It could reveal the identity of their rival and harm their business. In the internet world, doxing is a type of cyber attack that involves searching and posting personal and identifiable information about an individual. Usually, the attacker researches and analyzes the information you posted online and reveals your identity. The doxer monitors your social media posts on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, MySpace. Why people dox? There are various reasons that someone could dox. Most of the time, they want to harass other people. Doxer targets famous people such as politicians, celebrities, journalists, social media influencers, and YouTube celebrities. The attacker could reveal their identity, mobile number, partner's name, and personal pictures in public. They do this to get attention and make their group popular. Sometimes, if you come in the way of someone, they could dox you to take revenge. Also, attackers dox to reveal the scam, which is categorized as vigilante justice. For example, revealing the identity of a person who is posting illegal content anonymously. Is doxing illegal? No, technically, doxing is not illegal. You are collecting the information which is already in public. However, if you use that information to do something that breaks the law, then you might be prosecuted. If you use doxing to stalk, harass, identity theft, and financial gain, then it is illegal. Where simply doxing is not unlawful, but it is morally unethical. We should respect the privacy of other people. Are you at risk? You are not at risk of doxing unless you give someone a motive to dox. The most common motive for doxing is revenge. So, if you put your nose in someone else's work, then you are giving a reason to dox. Often, people reveal your private information just to make fun of you. It becomes their way of entertainment. You cannot avoid them. So you should always take care while sharing information publicly on the internet. How to avoid it? Follow strict social media privacy. We share a lot of information on social media. The check-ins, going live, sharing photos, comments, all these activities contains too much private information. You should limit sharing publicly. Use privacy settings on social media to limit access. Also, don't add unknown people as a friend, so that the reach of your posts limits to particular people. However, you should always remember that if you put anything online, it's never secure. Use VPN. VPN make you anonymous on the internet. It hides your IP address and the location while you access the shady online services. Your ISP and other people couldn't know what you are accessing on the internet. So, if you are serious about privacy, use it. Use separate credentials. Do not use the same username on all your social accounts. Doxer could relate the information shared on different platforms. Use separate and strong passwords for your online accounts. Also, use multi-factor authorization to prevent any unauthorized access. Protect who is information. When you register a domain, your private information like name, phone number, and address get publicly available on the Who Is database. You can use fake details to register or can use privacy protection services available on the domain register. Avoid sharing files with metadata. The documents you share contain metadata. For example, a Word file contains the author's name, company name, and editing time. The image files have so many identifiable information like camera, owner, resolution, capture time, and even the location if your GPS was on. So always take care while sharing files online. That's all for the doxing. If you have any questions.
All right, guys. So do we have any feedback? What do you guys think about the doxing? Have you ever been a victim of the doxing? Do you know somebody of the doxing? I also want to share this photo with you. Being that we just had these massacres going on, and we have, the young man in Brooklyn, his family is saying that, oh, he was mental, or oh, it was such and such. But I want you guys to take a look at this. I want y'all to take a look at this right here. Bullied every day, never shot up a school. Let's let this sink in right quick. Hello, NICU, VP. Everyone, please take this to heart. Protect yourself and protect your peace. Yes. Everybody, please hit that like button as you come in, please. But this really stood out to me because bullied every day, never shot up a school. We cannot make excuses. We cannot make excuses anymore for nobody. And we all have to protect and guard ourselves. I know we want to be kind. I know we have great hearts. However, there are people out there with ulterior motives. So just be easy on how you're moving out here. The doxing. People do it and they just have no, it seems like they are unhuman at that time to me. Because I'm like, what valuable human that is contributing to our community or just contributing to society is going to be on that type of narrative? I don't get it. I don't get it. And then stealing from people, you're taking somebody's hard-earned money and just think that it's okay just to keep it pushing. Well, it's not okay. And there are consequences and repercussions for your actions. And if you know somebody that's doxing, you might want to reach out to them and say, hey, that's not what it's about. That's not what it's about. Change up your content. If y'all are so cool with these people, help them out. Okay, you're good. But yeah, you got to cancel them out. Like, that's not what's up. If you're a part of this shady business, switch it up. Can't do it no more. Do something legal and do right by people. Karma is real. And see, this is the thing. People, they do stuff and they have like no repercussion. Karma does not have to hit you. Karma could hit your family member. Karma could hit your finances. Karma could be a midlife crisis. You got to be careful. The energy that you're putting out, be careful. Treat people how you want to be treated. And I am going to be honest. You know what really fired me up? I was fired up when I saw Darius Crooks sitting on here doxing women. And then you have people on YouTube and they sit up here doxing Black women. But it's, the culture. Oh, you got kids with a Black woman, but you're still downing and belittling the Black woman. This picture says a million words. What does it say to you? I know somebody that is in the middle of being doxxed, and now the person is crying because they are under investigation. Can you please come up and share that, or give me a tidbit of that? I would like to I want to know these experiences. So when people rewatch this video, and if you are the replay gang, thank you so much for watching, and please hit that like. But I want you all to know that this is serious. Y'all might think it's funny. Yes, funny. But you're doing all this at the expense of another human being that is just one person that is going up against a gang of people. No, it's ongoing. Oh, wow. That is that. Yeah, that is. You guys, you just got to be careful. I would say with my advice, if when it comes to a content creator, I would just say look at how that content creator is presenting themselves. Look how they're moving. Look and see what their message is. Look and see who's gathering um to um to those sessions. And just, go visit a few times and get your own feel of it. I'm never going to tell somebody, "Oh, don't follow nobody," because it's not my place. We're all adults. No adults want to be told what to do. But I did want to just bring light to this doxing because it's just horrible. It's getting out of control. And you are messing with people's lives. You're really messing with people's lives. So I want to say this.
What to do if
I do want to play something for you. If you are being doxxed. So I do want to play this. Let me go ahead and play this.
What to do if you become a victim of doxing? What can you do if it's too late and your private data has already been published and exposed? Where can you get help? And how can you prevent further leaks of data and information? This lesson gives answers to these questions. What to do if you become a victim of doxing? Report it. Contact the platforms. If you have fallen victim to doxing, you can try to contact the moderators of the website where your data was leaked, or flag the post with your data on the social network to have it removed before the information spreads. Doxing typically violates the community guidelines of most mainstream websites and platforms. Document it. Be sure to take screenshots of all posts, messages, or websites related to the doxing incident to submit with your report. The goal is to make it easy for the site moderators to quickly understand what has happened and address it. It is also a good idea to create a timeline of events by documenting what happened and when. When victims are targeted online, events can move quickly, and it can be difficult to accurately piece together everything that occurred. Feel free to ask someone in your support network to help you organize everything and write it all down. This evidence may also be useful when reporting to law enforcement or seeking protection through the courts. Do not be afraid to resubmit your report more than once or quickly inquire about the status of your report if you do not hear back or no action is taken. Lock down your accounts. In the event you have been targeted, it is a good idea to set your account or accounts to private. Update your passwords. Enable two-factor authentication. Verify your contact information, and remove any trusted devices you do not recognize. Enlist friends or family members for support. Do not be afraid to ask for help. No one should go through this alone, and doxing is never the victim's fault. There can be a lot of ground to cover when addressing the fallout from a doxing attack, and enlisting your support network is beneficial for both mitigating the harm and providing emotional support. Note that usually the goal of doxers is to cause the victim harm and psychological distress. This is also one of the most dangerous aspects of doxing, and it can ultimately lead to severe consequences. Try not to engage with trolls. This may be what they want. And seek comfort with your friends, relatives, and community. An online mob may move on if you ignore them and do not give them additional reasons to attack you. Involve law enforcement. If you receive threats or fear for your physical safety, you may want to contact law enforcement. In this case, remember to document what is going on. For example, screenshot the threats to provide law enforcement officers with additional evidence. Remember, doxing is a relatively new term and form of abuse. Law enforcement may be unfamiliar with the term doxing, or there may not be laws in your jurisdiction to address it. Don't be discouraged. The best way to navigate this is to describe what has occurred. Instead of saying you've been doxed, explain that someone has published personally identifiable information about you on the internet without your permission and has revealed your name, address, and other information that can be and often is used for cyberbullying, cyberstalking, harassment, or other types of harm. Where can you get help? If you or someone you know is concerned about doxing, contact your local authorities or NGOs working in the field of digital rights and safety. They can help you with advocacy, minimizing the consequences, and psychological recovery. Again, you may have to explain doxing to the organization where you are seeking assistance. Don't let this discourage you. These organizations can offer many services that can address the harm and start the recovery process. What measures should be taken to return online safely? There is no one-size-fits-all solution for doxing victims to return safely to their online lives. First off, it is important to set realistic expectations about online safety. This starts with understanding that the best we can do is make ourselves as safe as possible. Remember, there's no way to exist online and remain 100% safe. Even Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey had his Twitter account hacked. The best thing you can do is be careful when sharing your information and making your accounts as secure as possible. In our next lesson, we will give you some recommendations that can help. Dangers of doxing. This lesson explains what the exact dangers of doxing are, what it can lead to, and how. Compared to the physical world, information on the internet can spread very quickly and is almost...
Hey, Debbie, you have to connect your devices, your camera and your microphone. Once you get backstage, then cut your camera off.
Almost impossible to remove once posted online. Dangers of doxing.
All right, guys, thank you all for tuning in to the Queen Goddess Show. Just a little friendly reminder, just in case you guys are not liking or subscribing, hey, hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal, or that Zelle.
Hello, and thank you for coming by, Keeping Up with Queen Tulsa. I am your host, Queen Tulsa. Enjoy the show. I'm so excited you are here. Please like and subscribe.
Dangers of doxing. This lesson explains what the exact dangers of doxing are, what it can lead to, and how. Compared to the physical world, information on the internet can spread very quickly and is almost impossible to remove once posted online. This makes doxing even more harmful. How can doxed information be used against you? Spreading fake information, including deepfake videos and photos, public condemnation, public ridicule, and shaming for exposed actions. Exposing sensitive content, albeit sensitive is a subjective term. While some habits and actions might be accepted in one part of a society, they might be opposed in another. The above can lead to trauma. Doxing may uncover past trauma or cause a victim to be re-traumatized each time they go online, post, or allow themselves to be seen. Psychological dangers, an increase in anxiety, stress, sleep disturbances, psychosomatic disorders, decreased self-esteem, depression, reputational harm, social stigma, spreading rumors, job loss, loss of friends, and more. There can be different reasons for doxing. The threat or act of doxing someone can prevent a victim from leaving an abusive relationship or taking steps to protect themselves. There may be other reasons similar to this one, such as harassment, intimidation, or coercion. By using doxed information like names, addresses, passwords, and phone numbers, doxers can impersonate people in order to purchase goods, gather more private information, spread false information, or commit crimes. Doxed information can also be used for falsely reporting a crime at the target's home, with dire consequences for the one who was doxed. The threat of doxing can be used as leverage to extort money, assets, and other things. Doxing, alongside threats, spreading rumors and name-calling, can be part of a coordinated bullying campaign targeting a young victim. Attackers do not often appreciate the harm done to the victim and act without thinking or because they think it's funny. A jealous or angry attacker may use doxing as a way to harm someone. Doxers may also simply wish to harm their target for any number of personal reasons. Sometimes, doxers use the information found as a means of taking revenge. Often they publicly publish their target's personally identifiable information online to shame them. In some cases, doxing can even lead to physical violence. Doxers can visit the victim's address or figure out their schedule in order to monitor or follow them. Some people are more likely to be victims of doxing. Journalists, bloggers, gamers, teens, influencers, celebrities, BIPOC communities, LGBTQ+ folks, marginalized groups, activists, lawyers, sex workers, and law enforcement officers run a higher risk of being doxed. For women, doxing goes hand in hand with non-consensual pornography, online harassment, sexualized verbal abuse, and threats. That does not mean that only these groups may be doxed. Anyone can be a target. Doxing does not discriminate. It is a tool that can be deployed to abuse and harm someone anywhere at any time. And because so many of us are online today, this puts us all at risk. In fact, many users go through life believing they have nothing to hide. They often share or don't properly secure sensitive or private information. These actions can lead them to becoming victims of online abuse like doxing. This underscores why we should all take preventative steps to protect ourselves and those close to us and decrease the likelihood of being targeted. This real-life example happened recently. A mother of 3 was recently doxed for being on OnlyFans, a social media platform that allows adult content, and her children were expelled from school. Instances like this happen to many ordinary people who choose to share information about themselves on the internet that could later be weaponized to harm them. So let's learn more about the ethics of
Okay. So, does anybody have any doxing stories? Okay.
ethics of sharing
If
data.
not,
This lesson will help the viewer understand why personal data is valuable, what value it has, and how it is being treated in general in our society nowadays. Open access to personal data, doxing, cyberstalking, and cyberbullying are tied together. Let us explain how. Doxing isn't always done with negative intent. It often serves legal purposes, for instance, for advanced policing techniques. However, regardless of the intent, the practice of abusing a person's privacy is unethical, and the harm suffered is very real. Here are some recommendations to stay ethical. 1. Treat other people's personal data like you would treat your own, with care. Follow the same principles with other people's data as you would with your personal information that you can control. Only upload personal data of third parties to reliable sources. Do not show it to other people, and consider how this data may be used. 2. Only
it's sad that we have to go through this, but we have to educate these adults on here that have access to this internet and that is doing these things, because I know they're going to watch the video, and I'm doing this purposely so they can get something out of the video. I want people to know it's okay to come on, do your content, but do it in a tasteful way to where it's not tearing somebody else down. I mean, we all have enough that we are going through in life that we don't need any extra. So be mindful of that when you want to dox.
share personal information after gaining consent from people involved. Photographs that you took of other people may be considered innocent by you, but may seem harmful to others. The same goes for screenshots of conversations, flight tickets you purchase together with someone, pretty much anything that includes a third party and information that may identify them. Remember that you are responsible not just for your data, but for others' data that happen to become yours too. 3. Always warn others about recording a conversation. Besides being universally unethical and disrespectful to the participants of the conversation, covert recordings in some countries are also illegal. 4. Do not share information about your family members or close connections in public social media accounts. Personal connections reveal more than you think. They show which people mean a lot to you, and hence make you vulnerable. This information may be used not just against you, but against your close ones too. 5. Understand the potential harm. It may not seem like a big deal to share or publish someone's personal data, but the harm to the victim is quite real and can be devastating for several reasons. First, once this personal information is published online, it is permanent and will follow the victim for the rest of their life. It can show up in search results, background checks, job interviews, and more. Second, it can put the victim at risk of physical harm if someone chooses to go to their home or workplace or follow them. Third, there is a financial harm to consider. Doxed victims have been terminated from their employment or have been unable to work due to the emotional distress. And finally, there can be significant psychological damage. Victims may isolate themselves from their friends, families, and communities out of fear of going online. The combination of harassment, cyberbullying, and cyberstalking that often accompanies doxing takes a huge emotional toll on the person targeted. Anyone considering the act of doxing should appreciate the potential harm it can cause the victim before acting. Your data is valuable, and in fact, there are some people looking to profit off yours. In our next lesson.
Okay, so that's what we have there. I can relate to 100% of that. I was with I was, I would come on the All About the Tea panel, and when that panel had broke up, it was a lot of doxing going on, y'all. Like, it was crazy. Everybody was trying to figure out who Monica was from All About the Tea. They even went so far as to bring up the lady from Bojangles, saying that she was Monica from All About the Tea. And there was this content creator called Nosy Ho. I mean, she thrived off of negativity. Like, her name says it all, Nosy Ho. Like, she was in always at every press conference, everybody's business. And a lot of people got destroyed behind that one person that had collected a gang of people to run beside her, to do her dirty work, to inflict pain on individuals that had did nothing to her. Okay, we have a comment. Miss Debbie says, sorry I had to give up. Tech issues with my computer. It refused to allow me to use the mic or camera. My daughter says she will fix it for me later. Listen, let me go ahead and put the call-in number up here. If you guys want to go ahead and call in, if you can't hit the link, we definitely want to hear your story. Everybody, you don't have to use your number to call in. You could dial *67, but I prefer, you just call in and let us know what is on your mind. I'm about to give this number to you right now. Okay, so if you want to call in, you have a story. Here's the show's call-in number. Okay, I'm gonna post the show call-in number right here. So guys, if you cannot click that link, if it's not letting you having issues, it's okay. We got you taken care of. You can call us at 918-358-7356. Absolutely. Okay, let's read some comments. Let's see. All right, it's okay, Debbie. Jennifer said, at Debbie Lowe, it is much easier for me to get on StreamYard using the YouTube app on my phone than it is on my laptop. Okay, I'll use my phone. Okay, awesome. But listen, guys, this is a real serious topic. The doxing has to stop. Like I said, if you are with people that participate in it, please get in their ear and at least let them know, like, hey, find like something else to do. Like you can talk about them, but make your commentary about them. Don't make it personal to where you're getting in their personal life. You know, if you want to say something to them, just make content videos about what you want to say. Oh, they pissed me off. Oh, I just thought about this. Make that your title and then just talk about it that way. You don't necessarily, you can tell how you feel, but you don't have to take nobody down in the process. Because some people aren't that strong. Y'all don't know where people are in their lives. You know, some people will think about unaliving themselves, and you know, for what? Okay. So give me 1 second. Let's go ahead and we had a caller, and we're just gonna return the call. Hello, this is Goddess Queen. Hello, this is Goddess Queen Tulsa Show. Did you give us a call? Hi.
Hello, this is Goddess Queen. Hello, this is Goddess Queen Tulsa Show. Did you give us a call? Hi.
Yeah, you have to cut your TV off.
Oh, I have it on the laptop. Okay, okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Oh, okay.
How are you?
I'm okay. This text stuff is crazy.
Yes, ma'am. Is this Miss Debbie?
Yes, it is.
Thank you for calling in.
Sure.
Yes, go ahead and sound off. Let us know what you wanted us to hear.
Yeah, my grandson was being bullied at school, and it got so bad we ended up having to pull him out of school. And one day, maybe a couple of weeks ago, I got all this pizza delivered to my house. So, of course, you know, the first time, let it go. We realized it had something to do with him because people were teasing him online saying, do you like the pizza, stuff like that. So I let it go. Then here comes the pizza again the next week. So at that point, we got the police involved. They told us, you know, once they were aware of everything, we told them who they thought it was, all that good stuff. They put us in a file somewhere and said if someone else calls the police to the house, that, you know, they would investigate before they came out. So the night of the day of my father-in-law's funeral, we were on our way to the wake at my in-law's house. We stopped at the store. I get a phone call from the police on the way to the wake telling me that SWAT has surrounded my house and that son has weapons in the house and he's threatening to shoot the police and shoot himself. The most devastating thing, I couldn't believe it. I had to race back here to the house. Sure enough, they had set up a whole perimeter, everything. And we ran into the house. He was shocked. My grandson is like in his room, like, didn't know what was going on. I mean, none of that stuff was going on. So now they have this whole investigation going on because they did it again. And my grandson, they called my grandson downstairs. This person was claiming that he was my grandson. And so they said, say it again. You said your name. And he said my grandson's full name, middle name, everything. And then when they said to the police said to him, well, that's good to know because we have him standing right here before us. And then they hung up. So that was my experience.
Wow. But just
and it's still ongoing because that was just last week.
Yeah, and I'm sorry that you even have to endure that. You know, just being Black in America is tough in itself. And then to have the police called on you and with these malicious false accusations is crazy because they don't understand that one false move, your grandson could have been gone.
Yes, and that's what they were saying too. But now they have our address on file. So it's like, if anything, they're really looking into it. As a matter of fact, they told me the FBI is involved now, one of the commanders, because of the way they did it the second time. They didn't get them involved the first time when they had all these people surrounding my house with, you know, guns and everything. Yeah, I told them. Yeah, my daughter's chiming in the back.
Oh, no. Hello, daughter. How are you?
I love your show.
Oh, thank you so much. Did you have something that you wanted to put out here for the people to know? Maybe any information? I mean, how did you feel during that experience?
It was totally horrifying. It was very scary because they didn't believe, the way they just kept repeating themselves, asking us initially before they realized what was going on. They just kept saying, does he have any mental health issues? Does he have any firearms on him? And at that point, we weren't at the house. And so we're petrified knowing all the things that could happen, with them saying that and him being a little Black boy. And them asking, saying that the person said that he's going to open fire on the police and stuff. And we knew no weapons were in here. But it was just horrifying because our grandmother has dementia and she likes to open the door and go in and out of the house sometimes at any and all hours. So she could have chose that to be her opportune time to want to go out, and it would have escalated the situation. So it was very scary, very, very scary.
Absolutely. I can only imagine what your thoughts and what your feelings were because, we look on look on TV. I know that I want to say it was maybe like a few days ago. There was this lady, I believe it was in Georgia, and she had called the police to get some assistance because her son, he was he had mental health issues. And when they had come out, sadly, but they shot him.
That's what frightened me so much because I knew of that story. And the dispatcher who we were talking to, while I'm driving, trying to rush back to the house, he was very disrespectful, telling me to shut up. And they said be quiet. We found that out later. Yeah, he wasn't properly trained on the phone. They gave us that information, like, oh, he's not properly trained for those sorts of situations because he was not listening to not a word we said. Because we're like, it should be in the records. At that point, we thought he could be one of the hackers, right, or one of the other people. We didn't believe that it was actually law enforcement because of how unprofessional the whole situation was. It was so crazy. It was so crazy.
Absolutely. Did you guys file a report with that?
Oh yeah, they have.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they have an investigation going on now. Yeah, it's a full investigation now.
Well, you know what? I had an experience.
So we're just waiting. They said they would, let us know.
Yeah, I had an experience with the cops. I had got pulled over, and it was a traffic ticket, but then it went left. The guy, of course, when they pull you over, they run your tag, they see your insurance and all that. And so when he had come up to the window, he asked me for my license and insurance, but I was in my husband's car. So long story short, I tell him, you can pull it off the tag. I can bring it to court. And, he got my driver's license. He started studying it. He's like, well, oh, it says M right here. And, what is this? And it was like, well, first of all, that's not what this stop is about. And secondly, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, and I had just gotten my breast done. And so that sent me into a tizzy because it's like,
you don't need that recording.
now you undressing me with your eyes. You know what I'm saying? And what does that have to do with the ticket and the stop? So we definitely, we definitely, when these issues arise, I'm just now being able to just freely talk about it. But as soon as I do, I'm definitely going to press charges because you violated me. You took something away from me.
Right.
I have PTSD. And even in the midst of that, in the midst of that, I had my medicine. I take a mood stabilizer. So I'm explaining to him that I need it. I had just left Chick-fil-A, trying to get my food down so I can take the pills so I'm not nauseated or anything like that. He makes fun of me. He say, well, if I go to my car in 5 minutes, would your pill have kicked in? Well, anybody knows that a pill is not going to kick in just that quick. It's not an injection. It's not an injection. But thank you so much. But we gotta fight this fight. Don't give up. Let me know how I can participate in that fight. If I have to call some numbers, if I have to make some complaints, I'm definitely interested in doing that.
Okay, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
It's not just y'all's fight, it's our fight. When one thing happened, is a chain reaction and we're all affected.
Right.
So people,
And the thing too Oh, sorry.
Oh, no. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say, for me, I'm getting older now, and I thought I was having a heart attack through the whole thing. So it was just like I couldn't calm down. They couldn't calm me down. Nobody could calm me down. It took I think almost 20 minutes for anybody to calm me down, because in my mind they had killed my grandson. I had leaped all the way up there on my drive back to the house. In my mind, they would have killed my grandson before I got home, and I couldn't get that thought out of my head because of the a-hole that was on the phone. And we just had my father-in-law's funeral. So it was just a horrible day. It was just such a horrible day.
And that person on the phone was so unsympathetic and did not care. And I'm a huge believer in like karma and energy and stuff. So I just had to keep reading. My mom was like hysterical, and I'm hysterical on the inside, but I'm trying to stay as calm as possible, because I'm just like, I know that this did not happen after we just came from this funeral and had the rough day that we have. How dare them do this and be so disrespectful and so nonchalant. Imagine if it was your family, your kid, the way that he was speaking. We know you don't have kids. You must not. To be sitting there and telling someone to calm down and shut up while you tell them that the person in the house has a firearm and is threatening to shoot you, and you're outside, and that he has mental issues, and he's saying that he's suicidal. All the things that you're saying now, we know it's incorrect because we just left him. We just left him.
It was like 5 minutes after I left the house.
He was perfectly fine, and that's how we knew it was something online that they knew. They must have known, some friends or something that he must have said to alert that, oh, this is the perfect time that we can go ahead and use this. They should have known better, and they did not handle the situation well at all. At all.
Exactly. When you call 911, of course you're going to be flustered. And I get that it's their job to calm us down. But at the end of the day, you can do that respectfully. Now, shut up and all this and that. Now you're provoking me. Now, me and you into it. And now we can't even get what I called for situated because now me and you into it. Why?
And what was so bad about it, they called us. They rang the phone and called us and was saying that Alan called in. Sorry about that. But they were saying that he's the one who called them and was saying that he's suicidal. So you call someone's phone telling them to calm down, shut up, but that you have a suicidal mental, head case of a person ready to kill himself and kill you too. But don't worry, shut up and be quiet and relax. Like, what?
Yeah. We got to do better. We got to do better, and we can't take these threats lightly. I mean, just something has to be done. We need to figure out a solution. We definitely got to figure out a solution.
Yeah, this is a beginning. Let's talk about it. Beginning. I believe everything happens for a reason, and shows is what's going to help to promote it so that people can get enraged enough to take action. And I just sit here and we got to stand together and band together, just like all the other races do, just like all the other people do. We got to do the same thing for us, because if we don't do it, then exactly who is.
Well, our kids are our future, and if we just take a look at, this gentleman that, this thug that went into that school and just shot up those kids and those teachers. I mean, our babies.
That's not a wake-up call, then, right, yes.
Our babies aren't even safe in these schools. Why didn't they have bulletproof windows? Why didn't they have security at the front? How did he get in? Where was that gun? Did nobody see that gun?
Right.
Exactly.
In Buffalo, New York, this white dude that went and scoped out the store 2 days. Y'all put him out. Nobody called the police. He comes back and killed all of our village leaders.
Yeah.
You are a village leader, Miss Debbie. You're grandmother in this community. You're not just your kid's grandmother. You are grandmother. Because what they taught you is, you take care of the kids in the village. I'm pretty sure if you've seen somebody out and they needed some food or something, you'll help them.
Yes, I will.
You're the
Yes, I
queen.
will, yeah.
You the queen of the village. And I think a lot of us need to start looking out for our elders. Start looking out for them.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody else gonna.
Yeah. Yep.
Listen, y'all, listen, get some heat, get armed. I don't care what they talking about the gun laws. Get armed. Keep one on you.
Yeah.
Keep one on you.
Yeah. Mhm.
Because at the end of the day, as Michael Jackson said it best, all I want to say is that they don't really care about us.
That's it. Yeah.
But let's go ahead. We're going to say a prayer for your
All right.
family. So everybody bow
Okay,
your
yes,
heads.
thank you.
Dear Heavenly
Yes.
Father, we want to thank you for bringing us all here to fellowship and worship, and also talk about the things that matter. We ask you to give us a guidance and protection over our life, over our future, over our children, over the things that we have control over. Lord God, we ask you to give us a covering as we go out into this wicked world. Lord God, we give you the power and the control to take us to every level that you need for us to exceed. We ask you to touch those that are mental health. And Lord God, let's break every chain of depression, stress, and anxiety, and really bring these people to get some help, Lord God. And we know that you can do it. You said anything that we ask and anything that we do, we can do it through Christ who strengthens us. And we just ask you for strength to make it through the day, through the year, through our lifetime, and continue to protect us throughout this life's journey. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Oh,
Thank you. That was beautiful.
you know what? Glory be to God. You know, I'm not worth any of that. I asked the Lord, I said, Lord, if you will bless, when I was staying in a homeless shelter, I said, Lord, if you bless me, I'll be a blessing to others. And, you know, I'm just thankful for the experiences. I'm thankful for my voice. I found it. Now I can fight. Now I can pray. Now I can break those chains and bring everybody else along. You know, they say, oh, you can't bring everybody with you. Well, guess what? The God that I serve is going to give me plenty to bring everybody along with. Okay. So, you know, once you put God first in any and everything, he'll take care of the rest.
Yeah, that's right.
He'll take care of the rest.
Yeah.
And I thank y'all for I thank y'all for supporting the show. Tell your friends about it. And always come on.
Okay.
You have a voice here. This is a safe space. It's all love over here. We can get down with the get down, but then we want to talk about things that really matter. You know?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like let's
thank you so much. And I love it both ways. Great. Yes.
Yes.
I really appreciated that.
Yes, and listen, start growing your food. Start growing your food. You know, we seeing these shortages.
Yes, they're not telling me. My mom was I've been telling them that. She was telling me. Yes.
Yes. Listen, I be gardening. So like if you need any tips or if you want to just join in or whatever the case may be, do y'all have a channel?
Yeah, I saw one of your shows and I was telling them that I was mesmerized and I'm like, we gotta do this. Telling me about it. She was just telling me about this last night. That is so cool. Yeah.
Listen, it's a big stress reliever. You know, you're not, you know, it takes your mind off of things. You know, we worry so much. You know, you know, and I want to tell you this today. Stop worrying. Be concerned. It's a difference.
Yes. The worry is there all the time and that fear. They constantly keep us all in a state of perpetual fear and anxiety and worrying about this, worrying about that, not able to take a moment to look inside and see why we're really feeling the emotions and the energies that we are. And it's usually prompted by negative energy and them wanting us to fulfill whatever it is that they want that's going to make them better and it doesn't have anything to do with making us better and greater. So shows like this, I love because it speaks to my heart, you know?
You know what? Get used to it because we're going in a different direction. I ask the Lord to use me every day. You know, every day that my feet touch the ground, I know I got another chance at being great. But I definitely want you guys to stay motivated, stay positive, and continue to walk this journey, you know?
Yes.
And
Yes. Thank you so much.
do y'all have a channel on YouTube, or y'all just come and support?
No, it's not anywhere near, ready to go yet. But there's some things that both my daughters are looking to do. So yeah.
Okay. Well, keep me posted because keep me posted because we can have them come on the show. Let everybody know what their show is about and get some people to subscribe to them,
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna take you up on that.
Absolutely.
You're gonna hear from me.
Absolutely. Listen, it's all love, and thank you all for calling in and calling anytime.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Bye. All right, guys. So we had a great conversation with some great people. They expressed themselves, they shared a story. It was touching. I hope you got something out of this live. Let's bring back the fun YouTube again. Let's bring back content creators getting together and actually making some stuff happen, because we can all say, oh, we're going to support. But no, let's really start getting in people's DMs. I don't care. Bug the hell out of me. Let's network. Let's do something. Let's give back to our community, to the streets, and to our subscribers. Black, white, I don't care what color you are. You subscribe, you're about the right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all about people. You be good to me, I be good to you. You have good intentions out here in the world. You know what I'm saying? Just do right by people. It's negativity is so easy to get into. Let's be happy. Let's be okay with not being okay. If you're not okay, accept that you're not okay that day. Seek some help. What can I do to make myself better? You tired of all that drama? Okay, do a self-evaluation. What am I doing? What am I surrounding myself with? Is this positive? Is this going to get me somewhere? You know, the next thing that I do want to talk about is our amendments. You know, I want to learn my amendments. I don't know them. I'm going to be honest. I don't know them, but I want to learn them, and I want to learn them with you guys. We're going to learn our amendment rights. We're going to learn, we're going to start off with that first. I say let's start off with our amendment rights. That way, because some of us, sitting down trying to do it by ourselves, sometimes we need a little motivation. I'm one of them people, okay? So they say put something in the book up, ain't gonna read it. Okay, so we're gonna read aloud. Okay. So I definitely want you guys to stay tuned for that. We got great content coming up. Thank you guys. I needed to get that off my chest, Queen. We love you. Listen, glory be to God, seriously. And anytime you feel heavy, you come on over here. And this is what I was gonna tell y'all. When y'all have one of those days where y'all are down, you need to get you a good gospel song. Try to remember it. So when even on that bad day, I want you to sing. I want you to sing. I want you to sing. I want you to sing that powerful song that really just speaks to you. So listen, guys, I want to thank you all for coming out tonight to the Queen Tulsa Show. Make sure you are following everybody that has a channel that stopped through tonight. If you are watching a replay, thank you all for watching. Please be mindful. Doxing is just not it. Somebody that's doxing, please tell them to quit. It's another disease. So doxing is like the new disease. It will run you crazy. It's just not it. Spread love, and if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. And on that note, please hit that like button. As Sonia said, I'm your host, Goddess Tulsa. This is the Queen Tulsa Show. And until next time, bye.
Hello, and thank you for coming by, keeping up with Queen Tulsa.